All right, let's dive right into William Golding's Lord of the Flies. In this explainer, we're going to look at some really critical turning points, specifically in chapters 3 and 4, where things, well, they start to get pretty tense.
So, here's what we're covering. We'll start with huts versus hunting, see the old rules fade, look at Jack's savage mask, that glimmer of hope on the horizon, the fire going out, and finally, a broken society. It's quite a journey.
Okay, so first up, huts versus hunting. This is really the core conflict that starts everything, right? You've got two leaders, Ralph and Jack, and they are living in two completely different worlds.
So when we first see Jack in this part of the book, he's not the choir leader anymore. Not even close. Golding describes him as dog-like, down on all fours in the jungle. He's become this creature, totally obsessed with one thing and one thing only, hunting down a pig.
And this slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? It's a total clash of priorities. You've got Ralph, who's all about civilization. He's thinking long-term, we need shelters, for safety, for a chance at rescue. Then there's Jack. All he can think about is the hunt, that immediate primal urge for meat. It's not just a small argument. This is a massive split over the very definition of survival.
All right, next up, the old rules fade. This is where we start to see the first real cracks in their little society. The longer they're on the island, the more the rules from back home just start to disappear. And it happens in this one really quiet but super creepy scene.
So picture this. You have Roger, one of the older boys, and he's just watching this little kid, Henry, who's playing by himself, totally lost in his own world. Seems innocent, right? But Roger, well, he's got something else on his mind. And then he starts throwing stones. But here's the thing. He throws them to miss. He's deliberately creating this invisible circle around Henry, a space the little kid is too scared to leave. It's pure psychological bullying, a way to exert power without leaving a single mark. Super chilling stuff.
I mean, you can tell he wants to hit him. The impulse is there. So what stops him? What's that invisible line he won't cross? Yet.
Well, Golding actually gives it a name. He calls it the taboo of the old life. Think about it. It's everything they learned back home. The protection of parents, the rules of school, the police, the law. Even on a deserted island, that stuff is still kind of programmed into him. It's like a ghost of civilization holding him back. But you get the feeling that ghost is getting weaker by the minute. Okay, so if Roger is held back by that taboo, Jack is about to find a way to absolutely shatter it. This next part, a savage mask, is where he figures out how to let that inner hunter completely loose.
So what does he do? He uses some colored clay from the island to paint his face. He tells everyone it's for camouflage, to hide from the pigs. A totally practical reason. But what the mask actually does is way deeper than that.
Look at this quote. When he sees his reflection, he doesn't even see himself anymore. He sees a stranger. The mask is like its own person, and Jack can just hide behind it. He's liberated from shame and self-consciousness. All the things that made him Jack, the choir boy, are gone. Behind that paint, he can be a totally different person, a savage, and not feel bad about it at all. So just as Jack is taking this massive dive into savagery, something incredible happens. We get this sudden flicker of hope. A real chance for rescue appears right on the horizon.
And there it is, a ship. Imagine that feeling. After all this time, rescue isn't just some dream anymore. It's real. You can see it. This is everything Ralph has been focused on. This is why that signal fire was so important.
But that hope, it vanishes. Just like that. It's crushed by one single horrible fact. Their one job, their one link to the outside world, has failed. And of course, it's Piggy who says it out loud. I can't see no smoke. The signal fire. The one thing that Jack's hunters were supposed to keep going. It's out. The ship is sailing away, and their chance is gone with it. And the timing is just brutal. As that ship disappears, who comes marching out of the jungle? Jack and his hunters. But they're not sorry. They're celebrating. They're carrying their first kill, a pig, and they're chanting this absolutely terrifying, bloody song. This is it. The moment everything just shatters. All that tension between them finally explodes, and for the first time, the violence isn't aimed at an animal. It's aimed at one of their own. So Ralph confronts him. You let the fire out. I mean, he is furious, and he has every right to be. But Jack? He's still pumped up from the hunt. He brought back meat. In his mind, he's a hero. He just doesn't get what the big deal is. His priorities have totally flipped.
And then Piggy starts talking, backing up Ralph. And Jack just snaps. He can't take the criticism, so he lashes out. But notice, he doesn't hit Ralph, his rival. No, he goes for the easiest target, Piggy. He smacks him right in the head, and his glasses go flying. This isn't a debate now. It's violence.
My specs. One side's broken. This is such a huge moment, and it's not just about a pair of broken glasses. Think about what they represent. They were the one tool they had to make fire, which symbolized hope and technology. And they represent Piggy's intellect, his ability to see things clearly. So when Jack smashes them, he's not just breaking glass. He's literally shattering reason and civilization on the island.
Which leaves us with this terrifying question, right? With the rules ignored and reason itself literally shattered, what's left to hold them together? This was never just about huts versus hunting. It was always civilization versus savagery. And after this, well, savagery just scored a major victory. Their society is broken, and you have to wonder what comes next.